So, at home working? Well, some of us at the co-op are doing the same. So we decided that since we're at home working and since there's more people in the house than normally would be, we decided to take this working opportunity to do some self-checks or some checks on energy efficiency in our own homes. That's one of the things that we do in the Energy Services Department. We come out and show you ways how you can be more energy efficient. So let me go over here and show you one of the first areas that we'll go to so that we can show you how to save. I'm gonna have a helper with me today. It's going to be my grandson, Cameron. Why don't you come with Grandma and help me find some ways in the house that could be more energy efficient, okay? One of the areas that we want to look at is an area that often gets neglected. Sometimes when we go to members' homes, they don't realize that they need to change the air filter or they just neglect to change it. So it's located in your return grill. And inside the return grill, you have filters that are making sure that the dust and debris that flows throughout the home is properly filtered so that the unit can make sure proper airflow goes through the home. Cameron's going to take one of them out so that you can see. I actually have a allergen filter. Cameron's going to hold that up for you. But you can buy some that are fairly inexpensive at your home supply store. I have two 20 by 20 installed in my return, but just make sure you look and make sure you properly size the correct size that you need for your home and that you put them in the proper way. Cameron's going to put that in. It's going to go in facing. And sizing is very important. You want to make sure it's properly sized, that you put it in correctly, and that you change it on a regular basis. Now that more people are in the home, you could very well have to change it more frequently, but we do recommend that you follow the manufacturer's instructions in replacing those and keeping those filters in to ensure that your unit does work properly. So again, I've shown you what differences can be done or what things that you can start looking at to self-check to make sure that you're starting off your spring right. And now we're gonna go over and look and see what my colleague Derek Blankenship has and what he's doing in his home to be more energy efficient.
Thanks, Cindy. So I really like that idea of checking that filter, especially if you're starting in the new springtime. But I'm in a new home, right? So we've been in our new house now for about a month. So we've been living here for a little while. And just like with your filter, it's time to check my filter. But unlike with yours being in the wall, mine's in the ceiling. So when it's in the ceiling, we got to take some safety. We got to take some precautions. So I've got me a step stool. So I'm going to set my step stool up and I'm going to get up here and I'm going to see how my filter looks and see what I need to do. That's not right. I don't have a filter. Apparently we didn't have one in when we got into the house. So now I've got to figure out what size do I put in here. So how do I do that? Well, I'm gonna get some help from my son. Josh, come here. And I am going to have to measure mine out. Now I can't find my small tape measure. So I've got my tape measure here. And we're gonna measure out this section so we know what size to buy when we go to the store. So Josh, will you help me by holding this down here? So we're gonna measure part. We're gonna measure the length, get that measurement, and then we're gonna measure the width, and get this measurement. Then we're gonna go to the store and we're gonna purchase the filters for that size. And just like Cindy talked about, there's multiple different kinds of filters for the home, and you wanna be able to get the one that's gonna fit for one that's gonna fit properly inside your air filter, and two that's gonna be proper for your home. So just keep that in mind when you go to the store and purchase your filter. We hope that tip was beneficial for you. Follow us as we continue to walk around our homes to find more ways we can save energy and save money.